We're back, people, and today we're breaking down film on Bruce Irvin, another Miami Dolphins edge defender. Did Justin Houston earlier, and just watching Irvin's film, like, he played like 40-ish snaps for the Lions this season. Most of the film that we're going to look at is from last year, but I get a couple plays from this year. It wasn't super pretty with the way they used him. They used him a lot with hand in the dirt edge. It's not really his play style, and he didn't show a lot of good, like, rush discipline. He worked past the quarterback a lot. Like, he was out of position quite a bit, and so I wouldn't want him to be rushing just like with a lot of true one-on-one pass rush opportunities. I would like to work him on stunts. He looks very comfortable with his stunts. He's a little more of a tweener type. He can play a little like off ball as well. A lot of that to his game. He's decent out in space. I feel like he's the type of guy you work on those stunts and you just have him chase down. He's a good athlete. He has a hustler, and he's solid versus the run. You want him to play solid run defense, and when he has to get after the quarterback, don't do anything too crazy. Don't get too far upfield. Be disciplined, because I think he can get after Mahomes with that athleticism. He's obviously a veteran, has a lot of experience. Expecting him to be like that fourth guy, I think, after the Houston signing, getting his work in, and I do think he is a better fit for this team. And what they're probably going to ask, because they're going to get those simulated pressures, they're not going to ask him to do too much with those one-on-one scenarios. So when it does come to getting the stonework, I think he has a chance to make an impact. So we'll get into this film breakdown right now. This was his sack this year versus the Saints. Only playing, a handful of snaps. He's actually able to win around the edge, show some bend, use your hand placement. But, like, literally a lot of this film was him just working way too far past the quarterback. So I wouldn't want him doing this the whole time. Like, when he does get it, he obviously can get there. Like, that's a good job using that, like, the hop right there. He even misses the hand placement with that left hand. He gets underneath right there. But he's able to swipe away, show some athleticism to, bend and get to Derek Carr. But that's not really where I think his biggest strength lies within this team and what he's going to bring here. But I do think he was playing slightly out of position with, like, a hand in the dirt type of guy. This is the stuff that I want to see this week versus Mahomes. If you watch how the Dolphins played Mahomes last time, it was a lot of stunts. It was a lot of coverage on the back end, a lot of simulated pressure with blitzes and stuff like that, and then Mahomes trying to escape the pocket because not a lot of things were open on the back end. They're playing, a lot of quarters. They were doubling up Kelsey a lot. But here, we get to see Irvin try to do this stunt. He is very comfortable with timing on these things. Niners actually do a really good job passing this off. And now just stick in your rush lane. Don't overcommit. Create a little bit of push, create space. And you see Purdy escape the pocket. Now you have the speed to chase him down. I like getting more of those edge speed guys within the middle of the defense, so then they can stay in phase with the running back or with the quarterback. And he has enough speed, hustle type player to get out there and make an impact. Basically, just forces Purdy to just chuck the ball out of bounds, throw it away. That's the type of impact that I expect him to make in the passing game. He can also drop into coverage a little bit. Definitely has experience there. He's actually pretty decent at it. And then a lot of this film, we also see his ability to be a decent run defender as well. Good run defense right here from Irvin. Getting across, attack Kittle, trying to cut him off. Good recognition skills. I feel like that's where his instincts and awareness are the best, is versus the run. He feels the flow of this play very fast. He's trying to get cut across this. He clearly has a idea of what the play is going to be by his first step there. Then getting upfield, using his hands to keep himself clean. They're trying to hit that cutback lane. He stays in a good spot, prepared for this. Just want to see some good disciplined football while also being aggressive to get upfield, and I feel like Irvin does a pretty good job of that. And this is all just last year, so he's still got some stuff left in the tank. And even that first Lions film was from this season, and they only need these players for at least one game, possibly more, and at maximum 4. They're a good rep versus the run. This is what I want to see from the edge defenders. If the Dolphins are able to stop the run, I think they'll be looking pretty decent defensively, because, like, if you're able to stop the run, get Mahomes, basically it's just going to come down to if Mahomes can beat you by himself. Their receivers for the Chiefs have been very bad. Kelsey is not the same player he used to be. It really just comes down to Mahomes and his ability to scramble. You got to make him uncomfortable, make him make poor decisions, because they're going to try to get that running game going. If that running game gets going, their offense will be much more difficult to stop. Here, they're trying to crack back Debo. He recognizes it just based on his position. He keys, the fullback right here, working to the outside. Get out there, use your hands to keep yourself clean, able to shed that, come off. Very, very disciplined, good run defense. They're not going to be able to block him with a wide receiver or a tight end. Like to see a lot of these different works. We saw him versus some toss action. We saw him on the backside of outside zone. That toss was on play side. Here you get to see when they're trying to pull the guard across to kick him out. He recognizes the play very quickly. They're trying to get Kittle to freeze him, but he just quickly gets downhill, recognizes this, gets reduces his surface area right there by dipping that shoulder while staying square and then making an impact to help force this tackle for loss. That's just good awareness again, good recognition, good understanding of run concepts, what they're trying to do. And this is what I want to see out of all the guys that are coming in. If they can stop the run, I'm not going to ask too much more out of them. I'm not expecting these guys to come in and make a huge impact pass rushing. If they can have one big play, that'd be great. That'd be perfect. And then just stay disciplined, use your stunts. Don't allow them to hold on to the ball for too long, but I don't need anything like super insane. 3rd and 10 situation, and here we get to see a nice Bruce Irvin sack, working on a stunt and then just sticking with it, high effort, working through those blocks. This is what I want to see. Like when I was watching that Lions film, it was on the Seahawks, he gets to be more stand up, and that's what he's going to do on the Dolphins. Lions film was hands in the dirt, and then he tried to keep working around the edge, and he just goes like 5 yards past the quarterback. It was just literally like 10 plays in a row he did it, and then I started seeing some of the stunt work, working through the contact from the center here, get underneath, and they even like slide the protection here. Like he would have definitely beat the guard. Works through that, stays, showing some good core strength, good hustle, physical toughness, fight, competitiveness, get after the quarterback. That is what I want to see. 3rd and 1 situation, and he helps make this run go for no gain. This time splitting between the tackle and the tight end, holding at the point of attack. This is really, really good stuff. Splitting this right here. And it also allows his linebackers to get more free work as well. And he's still able to come off strain, stick with it, stay square, shed at the last moment, make that tackle for loss. He's a very competitive defender versus the run. This stuff is something I feel comfortable with him. So we're down here for Bruce Irvin. Just a hustle play, out of the pocket type of sack. I like to see these, when you're really looking for, you want to see guys who can win their one-on-one, get pressure quickly, those types of things. But when I'm looking at this lane, I'm not expecting to see that from the edge defenders. I just want to see guys who play with a ton of hustle, especially versus Mahomes. Specifically for this game, this is what I want to see from the edge defenders. So I think they brought in the right guys. I think Irvin is actually what you want. It's not like if this was a beginning of the season signing, I'm not feeling like I wouldn't have too many strong feelings in either direction about it. I'd be like, oh, he could be a nice depth guy, or he could be a guy that doesn't even make the roster. But now, I think for this game, it's pretty good. He's going to escape the pocket, recognize, the play action boot pretty fast, good change of direction, and then chase Mayfield down. Obviously, Mahomes is a little more athletic, but that's still good stuff that they're going to need for this defense. So, overall, I like the Justin Houston and the Bruce Irvin stuff. Malik Reed has familiarity with the scheme, which I also think is important because these guys have to learn the playbook within less than a week. So that's going to be tough, but they're all probably going to play, all probably going to see playing time. They should rotate pretty heavily. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.